Happy Sunday, everybody. The final day of the college hoops regular season is upon us. Sports guy Chris checking back in with you. I have a updated NCAA tournament projections right now for the field and how it would look after yesterday's full day of action. So plenty to cover. We're going to jump right into it. First of all, there were two bids that were handed out yesterday. Utah State was able to upset number 5 San Diego State and punch their ticket to the dance. They were a bubble team, and like in yesterday's video, I pointed out it might be in their best interest to just get the win and, take the guesswork out of it come Selection Sunday. They did just that, so congratulations to the Aggies. They are in the field officially as the Mountain West Tournament Conference champion. So they were joined by Belmont, who squeaked one out, a 1-point winner over Murray State. They were the top 2 seeds in their conference tournament. So Belmont also punched their ticket officially. They are in as a 13. We'll touch on that a little bit more in a moment. But I'm going to jump right in here and start covering the field and where I see everybody heading into today's action, last day of the regular season. So we start at the 1 seeds. Kansas took care of business. They remain the top overall seed, joined by Gonzaga, Dayton, and Baylor is still the 4th number 1 seed despite the loss at West Virginia yesterday. That has opened the door for a few other teams to get in the mix. San Diego State would have moved up to the 1 had they been able to get it done yesterday, but they lost, so they remain as the top 2 seed for the moment. They're joined by the trio of ACC teams there that finished atop the conference. Florida State was your regular season ACC conference champion. They are the next 2 seed, joined by then Duke and Louisville. The 3 seeds are Michigan State is now up to that top 3 seed with a net of 7 and an opportunity with a victory today over Ohio State. They can join Wisconsin and get a share of the Big Ten title. So Michigan State, the top 3 seed. They are joined by the trio of Big East teams that split the Big East regular season conference championship. So Creighton was able to get it done yesterday at home against Seton Hall. They did it in dominant fashion. So the Blue Jays stay hot. That got them a share of the Big East conference regular season, conference championship. Seton Hall, of course, gets a share, and Villanova. So those are your other 3 seeds. Then on the 4 line, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky had a great comeback victory yesterday at Florida. Got them the SEC regular season conference championship. Joined by Maryland, who remains on the 4 line. Maryland, with a win today, can also get in the mix and get a share of the Big Ten regular season title. Joined by Oregon, who clinched the Pac-12 regular season championship last night with their victory over Stanford, coupled with UCLA's close loss to USC. And then the Wisconsin Badgers up to the 4 line. The Badgers were able to rally yesterday in Bloomington past Indiana, and that has clinched them at least a share of the Big Ten regular season title and the number 1 seed in the Big Ten tournament come next week. So toughest conference in the land. The Badgers get it done, an 8-game winning streak to get them a share of the title, and they will be the number 1 seed no matter the outcomes of today's other Big Ten games come the Big Ten tournament. So Badgers move up a spot to the 4 line. The 5 seeds are BYU. The Cougars, with a sparkling net of 9, continues to improve. Joined by Ohio State, West Virginia, and Butler. Of course, West Virginia with a big victory over Baylor yesterday. The 6 seeds are Illinois, Arizona, Auburn, and Virginia. Auburn blew out Tennessee yesterday. Big win for them on the road. And then the 7 seeds, Michigan, Colorado, Iowa, and Penn State. The number 8 seeds, Houston, St. Mary's, Providence, up a seed line to number 8 after their absolute demolition of DePaul yesterday, 93-55. Providence finishes up behind the trio of Big East teams that are all in the 3 line there. 1 game behind them, 12-6 in the difficult Big East, 19-12 overall. Metrics continue to improve for the Friars. They should be safely in the field and continuing to slide up that seed line. So they're joined by LSU as the final number 8 seed. And then the number 9 seeds, Texas Tech, of course, lost a close one at home to Kansas yesterday. They finish up 18-13 overall, but should still safely be in the field. Good metrics and a resume for the Red Raiders. So they're joined by Rutgers, Florida, and USC on the 9 line. And then your number 10 seeds, East Tennessee State. Marquette, with a loss yesterday at St. John's, has slid all the way back to a 10. They finished just 8-10 in the Big East, 18-12 overall. So the Golden Eagles kind of playing themselves into, not so comfortable territory with their recent skids. So they need to get a win in the Big East tournament just to, I would say, to feel safe, even though the metrics still like them. But Oklahoma then is the next 10 seed, and Utah State into the field, of course, the Mountain West tournament champs yesterday as the final 10 seed. The 11 seeds, Richmond, UCLA, Arizona State, and Liberty. Your 12s, Yale, Stephen F. Austin, Indiana, Xavier, Cincinnati, and NC State into the field. So the Wolfpack slide in after setbacks yesterday by Texas, Stanford, and others. Your 13 seeds would be Wright State, New Mexico State, Belmont, and Vermont. Belmont, of course, punching their ticket. And then your 14 seeds, Colgate, Akron, Hofstra, Loyola of Chicago into the field, taking Northern Iowa's spot. Your 15s, Winthrop, North Dakota State, North Texas, and Little Rock. And then your 16 seeds, UC Irvine, Eastern Washington, Siena, Prairie View, Merrimack, and NC Central. So that's how I see it heading into today's action, the final day of the college hoops regular season. Last 4 in, Indiana, Xavier, Cincinnati, and NC State. First 4 out, Mississippi State getting a boost yesterday, Texas, Stanford, and Memphis. Memphis with a big one today. Wichita State's right behind them. So plenty to get to. I will be back again tomorrow with another full tournament projection as we head into conference tournament championship week. Enjoy today's final games of the regular season, everybody. Sports Guy Chris checking in. Make sure to follow me at Sports Guy Chris, Instagram, and Score'em. Have a great Sunday, everybody.